Hi guys, in this video we're going to look at how to solve inequality problems. So let's dive right in. So here we have x squared minus 3x minus 10 is greater than 0. So all we need to do is to factorize, and we'll have an x here, x there, and the factors of 10 that will give the difference of 3, 5 and 2. Then the sign will be negative and positive. So x would be equals to minus 2, or x would be equal, or x would be equal to 5. So inequalities or the solutions of the inequalities are presented in a number line. So we need to plot this in a number line, and then we have minus 2 here, and we'll have 5 here. So now to see where the solution lies, we need to substitute numbers in the number line. Don't forget to put the infinity signs. So this is from minus infinity to positive infinity. So we'll choose a number from the negative side, and we'll substitute it here. So we can choose any number. This so I'll take minus 3 plus 2 to minus 3 minus 5. So if we get a positive number from this, then we'll just indicate that we get a positive number. So that is minus 3 plus 2, that is minus 1, times minus 3 minus 5, that will give us a negative 8. Negative 1 times 8, that will give us 8. So now we should just indicate that we get a positive answer this side, and then we need to get a number from in between these two numbers. So and then we'll have to substitute that number into the, just as we done with the minus 3 that I chose earlier. So a number between minus 2 and 5 would be, for example, let's say 3. So substituting a 3 plus 2 into 3 minus 5. So 3 plus 2 is 5, multiplied by 3 minus 5, that's minus 2. So our final answer would be negative 10. So we have a negative over here. Now we need to choose a number greater than 5 in the number line. So we need to choose a number from over here. So that number can be, let's say for example, 7. So that is 7 plus 2 into 7 minus 5. So 7 plus 2, that gives us 9 multiplied by 7 minus 5, that gives us a 2. 2 times 9 would be a positive 18. So we get a positive over here. So now, since our inequality sign is greater than, it means the solution will lie on the positive part of the number line. So now we can indicate that the solution is at minus 2 and goes to negative infinity. And notice that I use a open circle, not a shaded circle. This means that the answer is starts from minus 2, but however 2 is not included, and also it will start at 5 and go to positive infinity. Again, this we have an open circle. This indicates that the answer starts at 5, but 5 is not included. So this is how you present your inequality solution. The other way is to write it as I will show it here. So you can say x is greater, x is less than minus 2, or x is greater than 5. So both of these ways are good to present a solution, or you can say x is the element, is the element of minus infinity to minus 2, or x is the element, is an e, with starting from 5 to infinity. So that's the solution. Those are the 3 solutions for an inequality. The difference of 2 squares. So now we just have to factorize. So we have 2x plus 1 plus 1. So x equals minus 1 over 2, or x equals (1 over 2). So again, we'll need a number line. Minus 1 over 2 and we have 1 over 2. So now again we need to get numbers from the number line that we can substitute into the equation. So numbers less than minus 1 over 2, so that would be minus 1. So we have 2 into minus 1 plus 1, and we have 2 into minus 1 minus 1. So 2 times minus 1, that's minus 2 plus 1. So that's minus 1 times 2 times minus 1, that's minus 2. Minus 2 minus 1, that's minus 3. Minus 3 times minus 1 times minus 3, so that's positive 3. So we have a positive over here. And now substituting a number between minus 1 over 2 and 1 over 2, we can take a 0. So we need a number here. So let's just get rid of this. So taking a 0, 2 into 0, and plus 1, 2 into 0, minus 1. So 2 times 0, 0, we have 1 times minus 1. So that's minus 1. So we have a negative over here. So let's get rid of this. And now we will need a number from here. So we can take 1. So substituting 1, we have 2 into 1 plus 1, and we have 2 into 1 minus 1. 2 times 1 plus 1 is 3 times 2 times 1 is 2 minus 1, so that would be 1. 3 times 1 is plus 3. So we have a positive over here. So our solution lies, remember, if the inequality sign is less than, our solution will lie in between these points, or we'll follow a solution where the numbers we get a negative solution. So our solution would be there, and a different way of representing it would be x is greater than minus 1 over 2 but less than 1 over 2. What we can say as well, and another way to represent it would be to say x is the element of, remember, the curve or the curve brackets indicate that the solution is not included. So x is the element of minus 1 over 2 to 1 over 2 curved bracket. So that would be a solution In this next problem, we have x squared minus 5x plus 6 is greater or equal to 0. Let's go ahead and factorize. Greater or equal to 0. We'll have x and factors of 6, that will give us 5x, 3 and 2, and they will both be negative. So x equals 2 or x equals 3. Let's go ahead and draw a number line. Minus infinity to infinity, and we have 2 and 3. So again, we'll take numbers. So a number from here would be 1. So substituting a 1, we will have 1 minus 2 and 1 minus 3. 1 minus 2 is minus 1 times 1 minus 3 is minus 2, and we have a positive 2. So we have a positive here. Then let's get another number. Let's get rid of that. A number from here would be 2.5. So substituting, we have 2.5 minus 2, 2.5 minus 3. 2.5 minus 2, well, we have a half, positive half, multiplied by 2.5 minus 3 will be a minus half. So we will have minus 1 over 4. So we'll have a negative here. Choosing another number. Let's get rid of that. Okay. A number from here. So this can be a 4. So substituting a 4 minus 2, and a 4 minus 3, or 4 minus 2 is 2, times 4 minus 3 is 1. 2 times 1, that is a positive 2. So we'll have a positive here. And let's get rid of this. So our solution, since we have a greater inequality sign, our solution will lie where we have positives, and also our solution is included, so we'll have to shade our circles. Have to shade our circles. The solution is where is on the positives. We'll have to shade our circles. So that's our solution. The other way in which we can write our solution is to say x is less than or equal to 2, or x is greater than or equal to 3. That's our solution. This problem is a bit tricky, but however it will allow us to see an important rule when it comes to solving inequalities. So let's go ahead and dive in. So we have 50 minus x squared, and we'll just transpose the x squared on the right hand side to the left hand side, and we'll have minus x squared is greater or equal to 0. So now we just need to add like terms, and we'll have minus 2 x squared plus 50. So we have to write this out in a way that we can work with. So we'll divide by minus 2 on the left and divide by minus 2 on the right. So minus 2 divide x squared, minus 2 divide 2x squared, that is positive x squared, and 2 divide minus 2 divide 50 will have a minus 25. And now this is the rule. So when you divide by a negative number, or when you multiply by a negative number throughout your equation, the inequality sign changes. So in this case it will be less than or equals to, and anything if you divide a 0 by minus 2, you'll get a 0. So what we have now looks familiar. In fact, this is a difference of 2 perfect squares. So now we only need to factorize. So we'll have less than 0 x 5 and a 5 plus and a minus. So x equals minus 5, or x equals 5. So now we need to draw a number line, minus infinity to infinity, and we have a negative 5 and we have a 5. So again we need to get numbers from the negative side, or numbers less than negative 5. So, and we'll substitute them, so we can use a minus 6 plus 5 minus 6 minus 5. Minus 6 plus 5 is minus 1 times minus 6 minus 5 will be going to be minus 11. Minus 1 times minus 11, that's just going to be positive 11. So we'll have a positive over here. Let's just get rid of that. A number from here, so we can take a 1. So 1 plus 5 and 1 minus 5. So we'll have a 6 multiplied by 1 minus 5. it's minus 4, and our answer would be minus 24. So here we have a negative. Let's get rid of that. Now we need to choose a number from here, so we can choose a 6. 6 plus 5 and 6 minus 5. 6 plus 5 is 11 multiplied by 6 minus 5 is 1. 1 times 11, we have a positive 1, positive 11. So we have a positive over here. So let's get rid of that. So since we have a less than or equal to, our solution will lie on the section where we have a negative, and also the minus 5 and the 5 will be included since we have a less or equal to sign. So we'll have a shaded dot, and our solution will lie in between. So that's our solution for the number line system. And then we can write our solution as x is greater than or equal to minus 5 or less than or equal to 5. Also we can say x, now using block brackets, since these the solution is included, x is from minus 5 to 5. Again, use block brackets since 5 is included. So this is the interval notation. Okay. If you watched this video to the end, thank you very much. And if you have any questions, please type them in the comment section, and I will try and improve these videos to the best of my abilities. And if this content is helpful to you, maybe towards your studies, please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.